This is David Wildman and you're watching BTech, and welcome to my look at the very attractive Honor 10. Sony week is over, but you still have time to enter our free competition to win a Sony Xperia XZ2, thanks to Direct Mobiles. You have until 11:59 PM on the 15th of June 2018 to enter. It won't cost you anything, so it's definitely worth a go, even if you don't like Sony. And I know from some of the comments that we've had during Sony week that a few of you don't. It's still worth entering. I mean, that super slow-mo is worth it for that alone. Love Sony or hate Sony, I think it's a great smartphone. And for free, can't be bad. But anyway, let's get on with this show. So I've only been using the Honor 10 for a few days now, and so far, I'm quite impressed with what you get for your £399. The Honor 10 is an affordable flagship phone that looks and feels premium thanks to its curved glass back and spectacular iridescent reflective surface that gradually changes from blue to purple as you rotate it. It really is a head turner. I love how it seems to focus the incoming light into these laser V shapes and fire them across the chassis. All the control buttons are on one side, which I prefer, and on the other side it has a SIM tray. No micro SD card in here though, but it has a healthy 128GB of onboard storage. Where there could have been an SD card slot, instead has space for an extra SIM. Up top there is an IR blaster, and underneath we have a headphone jack, which is nice, but no water and dust resistance here. A USB Type-C port and a decent sounding bottom firing speaker. On the back you'll find Honor's AI camera branding, and the camera's dual lenses protruding slightly from the glass. The frame is aluminium with a nice anodized finish and blends nicely into the rounded edges of the display. That display is a 1080 by 2280 IPS LCD panel with a tall 19:9 aspect ratio, which I really like. It makes the Honor feel quite compact and comfortable to hold, even though it has a pretty big 5.8-inch screen. Down in the bottom bezel, there's a fingerprint scanner, which is neatly placed into the glass, which I think looks pretty cool and allows for unlocking of the device even when you have wet hands. The fingerprint touchpad can also be used to navigate the phone, with one tap to go back, swipe left or right to go back to the apps in use, and a long press to go home. There's also facial recognition here, which is quick and easy to set up, and it seems to work just as well as the excellent face recognition system on the P20s. I seem to be getting plenty of on-screen time from the generous 3400 mAh battery. So far it seems like it's perfectly capable of getting you through the day, even with fairly heavy usage. But I think I need a little bit more time with the phone to get a real feel for how good the battery is. The Honor 10 has the same Kirin 970 MPU that's in the Huawei P20 series, and has a very decent 6GB of RAM. The Honor 10 is basically a cheaper P20, but it almost keeps all of the features, except of course for the waterproofing and the Leica optics. I'm sure there are some other differences in there too. Look out for my comparison video to help you choose between the two of these, if you were thinking of buying. The AI-powered camera system is a tweaked setup from the P20 and consists of a 16-megapixel RGB sensor with a f1.8 lens and a secondary 24-megapixel black and white sensor, also with a f1.8 lens. The front camera has the same 24-megapixel sensor that's found in the P20 and P20 Pro, which I never really thought was very good, despite its high megapixel count. Housed in the Honor, it makes no difference really. It's still average at best and tends to overexpose pretty much at every shot. The rear camera, however, is much better. My early test shots seemed promising, but I did get a few shots where the AI went a bit wild with saturation, turning greens luminous. But again, I haven't really had long enough to pass proper judgment. So make sure you subscribe and click the notification bell to see my full review of this phone, which will be out very soon. But my first impressions are really good. For the money, this has got to be the best looking phone you can get. And feature wise, it does pretty well too. So far, it seems just as good as the excellent P20 series. But this is only day 3, so I really do need some more time with this phone. So I hope you do catch my review. So that's it from me. Time is running out if you're looking to enter the competition to win a Sony Xperia XZ2. The link is down in the description below. We like to look after you lot here at BTech, and we'll be doing many more giveaways after this one. So keep entering and you never know, it might be you. As usual, leave a like or a dislike, and I'll see you next time.